Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Player of the Month Lewandowski card to review today. So my boy Paul coming in clutch with his Bundesliga teams. I saw one comment that he even mentioned the other day. He was like, look at this one guy saying, what happened to the Bundesliga guy? The Bundesliga guy is still here, and he's going to remain here because he's an absolute monster, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at this card, right? He's 6 foot tall, high medium work rates, right-footed with 4-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot. In regards to his in-game player traits, he does have both the finesse shot trait and the outside foot shot trait as well, which is great. In regards to his in-game abilities, he's got 79 acceleration with 80 sprint speed. He's got 80 attacking. He's got 96 attacking positioning with 96 finishing, 91 shot power, 87 long shots while having 91 composure. So his base card stats for shooting is already perfectly fine. So you don't necessarily need to increase that, which is obviously great. In regards to the chemistry style that I could potentially give this card, it's going to be a combination of either giving him an engine or a hunter chemistry style, right? Depending on the situation of what I feel like I want the most in game. Because if you give him a hunter, you're not really going to be boosting the shooting that significantly, but you are significantly increasing the pace, which could be very, very important. But with Lewandowski's card, 79 acceleration, 80 sprint speed, that is something that you have to improve on the card in this game. But base shooting stats look great. Passing stats for this card as well look fantastic for a striker on base card stats with 88 short passing, 74 long passing, and 91 composure. In regards to his dribbling is at 80 agility, 85 balance. Right, so that's something that you have to try out in game in regards to whether or not you want to give him the hunter or give him the engine chemistry style. Because if we take a look at the difference here, a hunter would boost his shooting stats a little bit, but the biggest thing that you're boosting would be his pace, right? Now, is boosting his pace going to be that relevant for you? It's really going to depend on your playstyle, because a player that has pace like this, but with dribbling stats like this in the striker position, you may want to increase the pace as much as possible, or you may not. It really depends on you, and we're going to be testing this stuff out in game, mostly with the engine chemistry style, I think, because it just makes sense to boost his dribbling as much as possible to test out whether or not the pace is good enough for this card. But yeah, the hunter chemistry style is giving him the pace, the shooting. The engine would be giving him a +5 for agility, a +10 for balance, +10 for dribbling, while giving him some pace boost and also some passing boost as well. Now, here's the thing with a card like this. Lewandowski, tall player, very physical. Cards like this, believe it or not, actually perform really well in the cam position, right? I was using a player like Ibrahimovic, even Kramaric sometimes in the cam position, and I feel like they best play in those positions because of their fantastic shooting ability. So an engine chemistry style playing through the cam position could be a very ideal situation for this card. But again, we are going to be testing him out with the engine chemistry style because we want to see whether or not we actually require that pace on this card. So with the dribbling boost that we're going to be giving this card, you could see that he has 85 agility, 95 balance with 98 dribbling. He has no defensive presence at all, but he does have very, very good base card stats in regards to physical abilities as well. So the formation that we're going to be using for Lewandowski's card is going to look like this, because I'm going to try him out in 2 different areas. I want to try him out in the 4-3-1-2 with Guerrilla's tactics, right? Playing him in the cam position while Bellarabi and Leroy Sané are up top. Great off-the-ball movement from the two for them to move to certain places. And then we're going to have him as a lone striker as well. Because of his physical presence and lack of pace, I feel like he's probably going to set up the play a lot for other people, as well as get into very good positions to potentially hit a very good finesse shot or an outside foot shot as well. So I feel like you'll definitely notice those characteristics more in the cam position. So we're going to be switching between the two. I'm probably mostly going to use the 4-3-1-2, to be honest, because I really feel like these types of players in the cam position are definitely the most ideal. So we're going to get into a game and see how he plays. Okay guys, so let's try him out in the 4-3-1-2, because this guy is going to be playing with 2 CDMs, so I think it makes the most sense to try it out this way first. Look at Lewandowski actually coming back on the defense really nicely. Follows that instruction really well, actually. He doesn't aggressively push that side. He actually kind of sticks to the middle really well. Dribbling is not too terrible on him, but you do notice the base characteristic of his dribbling a little bit, for sure. Accelerated touch. No penalty. Wow. Okay. I actually timed that accelerated touch really well. So the way that you do that is you kind of want to just like spam the R trigger or the R2. Basically your dash button, so that way he actually kind of runs into position, or he makes an accelerated run so that you can kind of like bait that penalty, which definitely should have been for sure. He actually does frequently come back on defense. It's actually a really noticeable thing with this card. It works really well with the drop back tactics, obviously. Alphonso Davies being the aggressive attacker that he is here. Lewandowski actually comes close to offer his support in that cam position, which is cool. Yeah, he likes to linger on the sides, actually, which is super noticeable. Let's try a finesse shot from that angle. Yeah, I figured. Finesse shots are very, very effective in this game. When you have very good base card stats for shooting, right, and you can get that specific angle for the finesse shot, they're actually very, very effective, especially against people that like to drop back a lot. So again, the base card stats that he has for his shooting capabilities, the fact that you can give him an engine to boost his dribbling as much as possible, because his base characteristic as a cam is to actually stick to the wide positions, is pretty nice, because you just need to take that one little touch and just finesse it across goal, which will definitely be very, very helpful for sure. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to switch to the 4-2-3-1 because I want to see how he positions himself in the striker position this time. Finesse shot from a turned angle, yeah. So those are really, really bad angles to hit finesse shots from. You have to really get those specific touches and whatnot to be able to hit them consistently. I like to try them out because who knows, he might be really overpowered at doing like a random turnaround finesse, right? There you go, engine chemistry style to get that pass off. Oh, I shouldn't have made that pass right there. I thought it would have come off better. He's going far post. First time. Oh, he does like an animation to try to head the ball, which is kind of cool. It's strange, man. I actually feel like in a 4-3-3 formation, in a false 9 role, this card could actually be really dope. Near post strike. Ooh. It's coming off of a drag back, so when you come off of the drag back, it's not going to be consistent, right? So you kind of have to take that one little touch to have a little bit more consistency. Nicely done. Get inside. Ball roll finesse. Ooh, good little tackle. He actually did that earlier, so that was a great tackle right there. Should have definitely read that earlier. Bellarabi across goal. Ooh, great save. The shot was a little bit strange right there. But Lewandowski, he's... You know what it is, man? I'm telling you guys this right now. I feel like with the engine chemistry style, I feel like he'll play that false 9 position really well. Because he's not aggressive at attacking, right? So giving him a hunter chemistry style almost feels pointless. But on a false 9, because you're giving him the engine to boost his passing and he has some great physical capabilities and you're pushing him into the middle position, trying to utilize his finesse shots with the base card stats of shooting being really good, I feel like it's probably going to be the best thing to do for a card like this. I kind of want to try him out like this, but I really feel like in a false 9 4-3-3 like Japes' 4-3-3, it could be really nice. You could tell that he definitely still has like sloppy dribbling, obviously, because of the agility and balance that he has. So in the attacking area, that's always going to be something that you're going to notice with this card. And that's usually the case with players like this, Ibrahimovic and whatnot. But that's what I'm saying, man. When you use a card like this in the cam position, because he likes to drift out wide, you just need that one touch, that one angle to just finesse it into the back of the net, right? But yeah, man, he's pretty cool to use so far. It's the thing that's the saving grace with this card is obviously his shooting stats, right? This is going to be perfect now. I want to try him out in the Japes 4-3-3. These guys have to be on balance because it actually defeats the purpose to keep them on stay back. And then this has to be on man mark. These guys are unbalanced. Perfect. Yeah, I want to try him on the false 9 or not the false 9, but Japes' 4-3-3. Because I don't know, he just feels like he feels like he could potentially play that position nice. If a player has good attacking AI, even on the false 9 instruction, they still make very good attacking runs. Like Ansu Fati's kind of like that, right? Like he's the only striker that I've used, or winger into the striker, that I've used that actually kind of does that. So you kind of just have to analyze and see if the player's movement is crazy. That's the finesse shot angle. My own player blocks me, but I think I would have got blocked by the other guy regardless. But those are the little one-touch moments. Boom, finesse, instantly. That's what you kind of want to go for with this card, you know? Maybe like a first-time fake shot as well could be really good. First-time fake shot, off angle right there, but you could see that even when he's off balance, he still takes them really nicely. Ooh, and I actually slid for that one too. Oh, that was crazy defending. I actually did slide for that. That was dope. First time strike, you're inside the box. Yeah, there it is. Once you get inside the 18-yard box, don't touch the ball, man. Just, you gotta shoot that ball across goal, man. It's very, very effective. All right, guys, so final verdict on the Lewandowski card. So a couple things that we have to talk about. If you give him an engine chemistry style, I don't think it's going to drastically increase his base characteristics of dribbling, right? The dribbling is always going to be a noticeable thing from his base card stats being 85 balance and 80 agility, while being a 6-foot-tall player with a pretty... I would say it's like an above average body type, right? Like, it might be stocky, to be honest with you guys. So the dribbling, you will not feel that big of a difference if you give him an engine chemistry style, because obviously with all of these 90s you see here, you would assume that maybe it compensates enough and makes him actually more responsive, which it kind of doesn't, right? Although I will say that his base characteristics is not to be an aggressive attacker. His attacking AI is not that crazy on balanced tactics. This is the type of card that if you use him in like a 4-3-1-2 and a 2-striker formation, you kind of have to force the getting behind instruction out of the card for him to consistently move into certain spaces, right? Now, the chemistry style is really going to depend on how you want to use the card in game. If you want to use him as a cam, right, or as a center mid or whatever, I think an engine chemistry style makes the most sense for him because of his shooting presence that he has with his base card stats being as good as they are, because even though his dribbling won't be significantly increased, he'll still feel more responsive than he would normally feel. And giving him a little bit of extra pace to kind of, you know, maneuver himself into certain situations really quickly, I think is going to be very ideal for a card like this. You guys can see that once you get that one angle with him and he's free, he's going to bang into the back of the net because of that finesse shot trait that he has, right? So the shot power, the finishing, attacking position, all very nice, right? Like I said, though, he's not an aggressive attacker on balanced instructions. He will be, however, more aggressive if you actually have the long ball tactic or you force the getting behind instruction out of one of your strikers. If you do that and he's on getting behind, you have to give him a hunter because you want to have players that actually have the pace and the physical capabilities to consistently get behind the defense, right? But like I said, it's really going to depend on you and how you want to use this card. It is going to be a combination of the engine or the hunter chemistry style, depending on where you want to play the player. I think he's mostly ideal in the cam position, personally. I think that he definitely roams around the positions nicely enough to open up the space for the other attackers as well as shoot the ball himself. The only thing he's lacking in that area is quick, responsive dribbling. Someone like Bernardo Silva, right, moves around the pitch really quickly in that cam spot. Lewandowski's not going to be like that, but if you get that shooting angle with him, he'll be able to bang it into the back of the net. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy this review. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. I have no idea what they're going to release today for. Maybe Icon SBCs? I have no idea.